organization, and the largest program of Smile Train is Smile Train India. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the cause of clefts, and I'm also going to talk about what we are doing in India and all of the initiatives. So the problem of clefts is huge. Nearly 35,000 children are born with clefts in our country alone. The saddest part is 81% of all clefts can be diagnosed as early as 20 weeks of pregnancy. And yet, it is not. As I said, 1 in 700 children born with clefts, generally children, may be born with cleft lip, palate, or both. So what really happens when a child is born with cleft? One is obviously, the looks, the way the child looks, which is, the cleft is on the face, so it's a grotesque look. But more importantly, there's a functional aspect. The children are unable to speak, to breathe, and also to feed, to eat. So that is a fallout of having a cleft. And the good news is that all of this can be corrected. All of this can be treated absolutely free by Smile Train. And I'm going to tell you more about it. So yeah, as I said, that the problem is huge. Hundreds and thousands of children are born with clefts in India alone. And every year, imagine if we are adding 35,000 new babies born, and there's also a backlog, so the problem is huge. So that is what the numbers we are talking about. So as I said that, every 3 minutes a child is born with cleft, and there are various problems associated with having a child in the family who's born with a cleft. The first is malnourishment. The basic instinct of a little baby is to cling onto the mother's breast, to feed. And if the child is born with a cleft, that basic need is not taken care of because the child is unable to suck, because the child is unable to take the first feed, and therefore resulting in acute malnutrition. And there are various other things as well, chronic infections, because all of this passage is open, right? So everything, not just physiologically, functionally, but eventually leading to huge, problems, and also social ostracization, isolation, and so on and so forth. So what are we doing about it? So the vision of Smile Train is that every child born with a cleft, no matter where, has access to a good treatment, to a safe treatment, to live a full and healthy life. That is the mission of Smile Train. And that's it. So it's as simple as that anywhere, if a child is born with a cleft, Smile Train, anywhere in the world, so we are in 85 countries plus, India, as I said, being the largest program of Smile Train. Anywhere in the world, we take care of it. Our people take care of it. We partner with hospitals to take care of these children at zero cost to the beneficiary, absolutely zero. Not to the patient, we don't ask anything from the families, nothing at all. So yes, I spoke about the solution. The solution is to give every child an equal opportunity, to give every family the access to safe, number one, safe and quality cleft treatment. So that is what we do everywhere, wherever we go. The model is fairly simple. We only work with local doctors. So unlike other organizations and the charities, we do not fly in medical missions to any countries to, do this cleft treatment for children. We only partner with local medical professionals so that they are able to offer that cleft care to their own communities, to their own children, and all the local cleft teams are involved in delivering this cleft treatment. So I spoke about that. The model is fairly simple. It's delivered via partnering with local hospitals and local cleft teams. So when we talk about cleft treatment, we just not talk about just delivering that one surgery, कि एक surgery हो गई, lip की surgery कर दी या palate की surgery कर दी, जी भैया जी आप अपने घर जाओ. It is not like that. What really happens in a whole, in an ideal situation, the way it should be, it's a complete comprehensive care. What does comprehensive care mean? It starts with nutrition, as I said, because, the babies are malnourished. Mothers are being taught how to feed their children, first of all. When they have the appropriate weight for surgery, when they're healthy, then we support their medical interventions. So they go through the medical interventions in terms of surgery, in terms of operations. And after that, it leads into the other kinds of treatment until the person, the child, and everybody who's actually undergoing the treatment comes to a complete, a complete normal, not just physically, but a complete normalcy in terms of the mental, the emotional, and the physical aspect of the child. And what does it involve? It involves comprehensive cleft care. That is what Smile Train supports. So you will see here diagnosis and understanding. We have nutrition, we have surgery, we have speech therapy, orthodontics, psychosocial support, dental, and we're also getting into ENT. And all of these legs that you see here is all being supported by the organization, totally free. So we are not saying, okay, you come for the surgery, that is free, but tomorrow or 2 months later or a year later, if we call you for a speech therapy or if we call you for orthodontics, we are going to charge you that money. Not at all. All of these verticals that you see here is absolutely zero cost to the patient, absolutely zero cost to the beneficiary. That's what the model of Smile Train is. So what does it look like in India? In India, since we started, we have supported more than 700,000 surgeries. These are interventions. We have partner hospitals throughout the country in almost 110 cities in the country. We are in almost all states of India. And we work with almost 200 plus doctors all over, and speech therapists, partner hospitals, and orthodontists, and so on and so forth. That's the spread of Smile Train in India. We're also proud to work with one of our corporate donors, Haleon, and we're really grateful to them for supporting this cleft, India's first national cleft helpline. It's a toll-free, which is 1-800-103-8301. And this is run and managed by Smile Train India's own team, which sits in our office and takes these calls. Anybody who needs help, the information to get information about Smile Train can call this helpline, and they are dealt with appropriately. We also, and nothing of this can be obviously done alone. We really bank on partnerships, and we're really grateful to all of them for partnering with us, whether it's governments, whether it's FOGSI, or whether it's other stakeholders. So really grateful for their partnership as well. Yeah, and as you can see on the photos here, the impact is huge. The impact is meant to be seen and felt, not so much spoken by me coming up here on the podium, but for you to experience that, for you to see our programs, because it's very tangible, for you to talk to a beneficiary and really measure the impact. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me, and thank you for your time. Grateful.